I bought the cheapest Cummins 5.9 diesel RV I could find. So I thought I'd take you guys along with me to check it out, and hopefully we'll meet our tow driver here in a little while. And in the meantime, I have a side quest to go look for something else, and we'll take you along for that too. In case you're curious, this truck came from Copart. Clean title, run and drive. How awesome is that? Today, I'm going to hopefully meet my tow driver to pick up the cheapest diesel pusher. This thing is a California truck, no damage, doesn't run and drive. We'll fix that. 5.9 Cummins diesel. Let's go get you a walk around. Check it out. Here she is, ugly and crusty. But she'll clean up. This is a 1995 Fleetwood Bounder with a 5.9 Cummins common rail, and it's on an Oshkosh truck frame or bus frame. Now, Oshkosh was purchased by Freightliner shortly after this thing was made. But let's check it out. Decent tires. She was towed in. Checked it out last week. Figured I'd give you guys a look. That's cool. Blue ox tow bar for a car. Rock guard. Wireless video system, not factory. Tank. Here's our batteries. Now check this out. This battery, I think a few months old. So I think what I need to do is pull these out. I know this thing is dead as a stick, so we need to pull them out, give them a good charge, see what happens. I put the jump pack on the starter and it spun around. So let's see what happens. You want to go inside? It's pretty sweet. It's a 1995 time capsule. Oh yeah. All the oak and gold and the blue. But here's the captain's seat. Got a digital odometer. I think if I checked it right last time, it's 66,000 miles, but dead as a stick. Here's that Voyager CB unit in. So she's relatively clean. Nothing a good scrub wouldn't take care of. Take these keys and put them in my pocket. Praise the Lord. Look at that. This is what I thought I was missing. This oh yeah. Oh, that's what's up. Alright, so we're missing, nope, we got 2 bolts. We got 2 out of 4 bolts. Bolts I can fix. I'll show you that in a second. Tons of storage. Ducted AC work. Got a new TV. This folds into a bed. This folds into a bed. Big two-thirds size freezer, fridge and freezer. It's the large RV fridge. Just needs a little scrub. It'll be just fine. Bathroom's not bad. We got a little peeling on the floor, but let's be honest, the floor needs to go away. Some of the walls could just use a coat of paint. Then look at that. That's what's up. Well, this thing's currently falling on my head, so We'll figure out another plan. Oh, nice. That is a Onan diesel generator. Runs off the tank of the truck. Has 700 hours on it. That's a nice bonus. Alright, let's take you under and check it out. Alright, engine, transmission on these diesel pushers is forward the engine. And then you got this tiny drive shaft, which is enormous. And it runs that rear end. And I was worried that those caps were missing, but it turns out they were just in a glove in the sink. So that is fantastic. It looks like you got a little weeping right there. It's not terrible. Disc brakes in the back. Tires are, I've seen worse. I think they're all right. What are these, 19.5s? Yeah, 225/70, 19.5s. I think this thing just sat somewhere for a little bit. I think it just needs a bath. How are we doing for rust up here? Well, it's pretty clean. Looks like it's from California. Not too shabby. I think she'll start. Get some fresh batteries in her. How about we bumble around the heavy lot, see what else is hanging out. It's a cool boat. Looks complete. Looks like somebody, huh? Maybe it just sat. With 50 horsepower, Evinrude. Prop's not chewed up. I bet this was a donation. What do you think? Cassette player. Ooh, keys in it. Look at that. I don't think that's a cassette though. It's a pretty nice little boat. Somebody was still using it. This guy had a bad day. His platinum F-150. It'll buff out. Big Duramax. It's pretty sweet. Denali. I don't know what's up with that guy. I think I'd rather look at these though. How cool is this? Looks like a crane truck they took the crane off of. Garbage truck. Ooh, equipment. Holy moly. What in the world? How about that? Three-phase. This thing has 3 hours on it. 3. Holy moly. Maybe I need to keep an eye on this thing. She's clean. I bet it'll start. Should we start it? That's annoying. It's all tangled up. That's all right. Well, she's dead. I wonder if that's a new meter. I don't know. She's awful clean. Doesn't look like it's been run. How cool is that? So I have bought a car before that said it was listed as run and drive and it had a blown head gasket, but technically it moved. I also bought a car, or I looked at a car one time that said it was run and drive, but I got here and it didn't have any keys in it, so somebody had stolen the keys. So it's always a good idea to come out, preview, and see what is going on. I've also gotten some very good deals on some cars that were listed as run and drive, and they were just donated. Somebody just dropped them off for a tax write-off to a charity, and the charity sold it here. So that's what we're coming to look at. Although this 4Runner is pretty slick. I like these. I like these running bars, or these slider bars. Wow, that's terrible. She's clean. Nice 3rd gen. Took a pretty good hit. That's not what we're here for. We're here for this. Beater with a heater. This guy right here is listed as run and drive. It's got a buy it now of all of $650. Let's check it out. Haven't even opened it. Well, somebody had a dog. Not a big deal. Headliner could use a little cleaning. Battery works at some level. Looks like Starbucks gave birth to a new drink on the seat. Let's see if she starts. $228,000 miles. Kind of a long crank. Got to check engine light. Let's see if it moves. I don't know what's going on with this shifter. Somebody's eating on it? Good grief, look at that thing. Oh yeah, she's got a stumble. Definitely got a miss to it. Well, it moves. Tires are nice. Yokohama. V6. New battery. I like this guy. Look at this. Runs and drives from Texas. How many miles is on this thing? She's dead. If you ask them at the office, they will oftentimes give you a jump pack. So I've got one, and we'll check this guy out too. Got a little ding. It's not a big deal. So I was here last week, and I looked at this F-150. This thing is just fine. It's a 06 Lariat. Leather. Needs a detail. But 180,000 miles. Somebody cut the muffler off. Probably cut the cat off too. And then took their nice wheels with them. This one is really interesting to me. People give donated cars a hard time. Let me show you why that's not always the case. This is a 2009 Nissan Cube. Super ugly. It's got 100 and... Whoop. That's probably from the loader. That's a dent. Probably from the loader. I bet a PDR guy could get that out. This thing has got 123,000 miles on it, and it's not too far out of an oil change. Let's see if it starts. Oh yeah, runs fine. No lights, no rips, no tears. Needs a detail. Clearly a parent had this thing. So I think there's a couple types of people who donate cars to the Copart. Well, they don't donate them to Copart, they donate them to a charity. And the charities don't have anywhere to store these or take care of them. So what they do is they call Copart or IAI, and they will come in and they will remove them from the person who's donating its house, and they will tow it to one of these lots, and they'll sell it. And when they sell it, they'll give the proceeds to the charity, and then the charity will give the guy who donated it a tax write-off for the amount that you sold it for. So there's two types of people that I have noticed that tend to donate cars here. One is somebody who's trying to get rid of a problem, and those are the ones you got to watch out for. I personally drove here today in my 06 F350 that was donated, and I bought it for a really good deal. My camper that I'm using, my tow behind, came right out of Raleigh. So there's also a demographic of people who will donate their cars because they think maybe that it's actually going to the charity. I was in this lot last week and I saw a Toyota Matrix. The Matrix, it was nice, no dents, no dings, no broken glass, no check engine light. It had 146,000 miles on it. And when I checked the little sticker in the window, it said it had just had a full service. So somebody wanted to make sure that it was ready to go. They probably thought the actual car was getting donated to somebody who needed it. So that's not the case. So if you're considering donating your car, please understand that it's going to a sale lot. Man, I swear sometimes you need smell-o-vision. This thing looks great. It's a little Ford, doesn't even have any damage on it that I can really see. But if you start to notice, there's some fogging on the window, but it's on the inside. And this thing looks great, doesn't it? Leather, no rips, no tears, nothing crazy. Sunroof, 2 of them. But I'll be honest, this thing smells like a tub of earthworms that you get to go fishing. It smells terrible. Alright guys, we got the camper delivered. It's clearly later. It started to rain on us, it got dark. The camper, the tow truck driver, he was a little late, but it worked out. The Copart's about 15 miles from my parents' house, and that's about 100 miles from here. So we just left it there instead of having it towed all the way back to Virginia. So before I left, I grabbed the batteries. There's 2 6-volt golf cart batteries that are for the RV and 1 12-volt battery that's for the chassis. It turns out the 12-volt battery for the chassis was actually on loose, and the 2 golf cart batteries, they were on incorrectly. So the 2 golf cart batteries were not wired in parallel or series. It didn't short anything out. So I brought all the batteries home and put a charge in them, and we will go back later this week. We will do a will it start video. I think it'll be fine, but come along, we'll find out. Thanks guys.